everyone, again my name is Allison Fisher. For this week's discussion post I have my answers right here. So what are the issues surrounding processing and incarcerating women and girls throughout the criminal justice system? So the system was mainly designed with men and boys in mind, since those were the main criminals, of course, in the beginning of the criminal justice system. Women weren't really seen as being criminal types. But later that did change, but with that change didn't come a change in how women are processed in the criminal justice system. And women are more sensitive to certain punishments that men are put through, such as like strip searches and solitary confinement can be very traumatizing to women, especially those who were traumatized by sexual abuse growing up. Or any other type of abuse. It can trigger them, and it's not really the best environment for prisoners. The second question is based on readings regarding the nature of female offending. Do you think that it's important that girls and women receive treatment that is geared towards them and their unique problems? I do believe that they need to have their treatment geared towards them directly, just because in order to rehabilitate people, they need to have treatments and strategies that are geared not directly towards them, because it's not going to be individual towards everyone, but at least a little bit more shaped to where it's going to benefit them in the long run. So they need the rehabilitation, because I kind of think it's trying to fit a circle through a star shape. If you do like a little kid's block, trying to fit that circle block through the star, it's not just going to work, because it's treating men versus treating women as two totally different things. Then last question, how are women processed in other countries through the criminal justice system? I found that in Canada, they did a major reform about how women were treated in prisons. So this reform came to have women housed in prisons and jails closer to where their home is, have private family visits, and then they get trauma counseling for any trauma that they had before or while they're in prison. And then they also have self-care housing. So it just helps to make the experience just a little bit more geared towards them. And again, they are being punished for their crimes, but we're also trying to rehabilitate them to make them into law-abiding citizens, hopefully after their sentence is up. So again, all of these, the system was geared towards men. So now it's just being changed somewhat to, fit the needs of those women prisoners, since they are getting into higher percentages of being in the jails. So those are my answers for this week's discussion post. Thanks.